What's up everybody, Justin Ponsor here. This year I've partnered with CaribouX and I'll be running their lightweight hood this season on my 2025 Polaris Boost build. CaribouX is a company out of Sweden and right now they have two different lightweight hood options. For the Matryx, they have the Pro, a lightweight hood that allows you to still use the stock headlight. This is actually the hood that I'm gonna use this season because last season I did a lot of night riding and I really enjoyed it. And it wouldn't hurt to have a headlight along with my Oxbow light that I use. And also Polaris came out with a new headlight for 2025 that has a wider beam pattern. So it's gonna be better for backcountry riding. And I'm excited to try that out and see how it works compared to the old Nightblade style headlight. And then the other version that Caribou offers is the Mod hood, which doesn't have headlight inserts. It's a similar design to the Pro, just doesn't have those headlight inserts. Each hood has a storage compartment on top of the hood that allows engine heat to go in there. So say you got some wet gloves or something, it's gonna help to dry those out. And of course you can use the stock screen or the 7S screen. You can just move it over to the lightweight hood and you're good to go. Pretty soon I'll be getting my Arctic Effects wrap, and I worked with them to be able to get a template for this Caribou hood. So if you're ordering a wrap this season and have this hood, they have a checkbox for the Caribou hood at checkout. And once my wrap gets here, I'm really excited to get that put on the hood and see how that makes the hood look even cooler. All right guys, so I got the stock hood off. I got everything out of the glove box. It's just the 7S and the headlight are still in. And we got the crane scale behind me. We're gonna get a weight on the stock hood. And then after I get the headlight and the 7S installed on the Pro Caribou hood, then we'll do another weight. 12.12. All right, I'm just getting the 7S and headlights popped out of the stock hood and then gonna get them plugged in on the new hood. And I was curious, and I thought maybe some of you guys were too. The 7S does have a little bit of weight. I'm not sure how it compares to the standard gauge because I don't have one here to compare the two. But I figured we'd weigh it along with the satellite stuff. So 7S and all the components that go along with it are about 2.5 pounds. So there's definitely some weight there, but I love the 7S, and if you have used one, you probably love it too. So that is one place that I will take the weight because I love having a 7S. I love seeing where my buddies are when I'm riding with them, navigation, all the things that come along with it. It's one of those things, we always try to make these sleds as light as possible, but sometimes if it's a nice thing to have that weighs a little bit, sometimes it's worth it. I know a lot of guys will do electric start because they don't want to pull over their sled and they're fine with the extra weight. That's one thing that I'm fine with, just pulling it over, so I never do the electric start. Everybody's different, but 7S is something that I'll always have. All right guys, got the headlights popped in. The 7S is all hooked up, and they have a little spot on the side here where you can drill a hole and put your antenna through. But anyway, it looks pretty sweet. I set it on the sled and it looked really cool. So anyway, let's give it a weight comparison to the stock hood. The stock hood was 1212. 8.92. 8.88 actually is the final number. It keeps bouncing around, but I'm gonna get this put on again and show you guys what it looks like. There you have it guys. This hood looks so good on the snowmobile. One thing that you might have noticed in those clips is the 7S screen sits almost flat now, which I really think I'm gonna like. When you're backcountry riding, you're most of the time standing up. And before the 7S was tilted so far forward, you kind of got to crouch down to really see it straight on versus right here. I feel like this is more of a straight on view to the screen and see what's going on. Also, another thing is this sled sits a lot more, I guess it's kind of a lower profile. It really chopped off that big center console area here, but you still, you know, have your storage down here in that bag there. But I feel it gives this sled a little more aggressive look to it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Well, needless to say, I'm super excited for the wrap to get here. I think it's really gonna tie it all together. I think Polaris did a really good job with these graphics on this sled. I think this is one of the best looking stock sleds, like without a wrap. But regardless, a wrap is gonna make it look even better. That wrap should be coming early next week, and I'm sure you'll see tons of content of it throughout the season. Well, I hope that video was informative for you, and let me know what you think about these hoods. I think they're really cool, and if you can shed some weight in addition, I think that's even better. As always, if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments, and subscribe if you haven't already. That really helps the channel out. And other than that, stay tuned. This sled is only gonna get crazier and more modified, so stay tuned, and we will see you on the snow.